Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi here. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope you have a great day. Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. 631-756-1125 is the phone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. We've got a nice day ahead. Really, no other way to describe it. There's a little bit of cooler air that's working its way southward from New England. The coolest air is going to be mainly from northeastern Pennsylvania to just north of New York City on up into southern and southeastern New England. And by cool, we're talking about temperatures that are going to be in the upper 40s to around 50. And further south, it'll be mostly in the 50s. We've got mainly clear skies in the northeast. You start to see some higher clouds as you go to the west. But you really have to get into the lower Mississippi Valley here and the middle Mississippi Valley, where we are seeing some showers on the radar. The radars in the east are nice and quiet from Maine down through Florida, other than a couple of little spritzes of showers that are popping up. Some of it is aloft, some of it is very light, but really nothing that's going to make much of a difference today. And you can see the rain and some heavier downpours from South Texas into northeast Texas and then on up into Arkansas and southern Missouri. That area is generally moving to the east. It's not really going to be doing very much. This is a weak weather front that's coming through. And as we check the precipitation forecast for today, you're looking at generally less than a tenth of an inch around the Great Lakes into western New York and western Pennsylvania. That doesn't come, by the way, until later tonight. So it's dry for the east for the day side today. And you see the heavier rain that is in the lower Mississippi Valley down to the central Gulf Coast, where we're getting anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half. This system moving through the east on Friday, again, precip very light, most of it coming during the morning, generally under a tenth of an inch. Maybe a few odd spots get a little bit more, but nothing to write home about. This front's going to move on through, doesn't have much to it. Much of the weather in the rest of the nation is fairly quiet, although we do see some heavier rain breaking out in Texas, and that is part of the next weather system that is going to be moving onto the east. So we're going to take a look just in terms of the overall pattern here very quickly. We had a trough lift out this week. There's energy that is coming eastward. You could barely find it in the upper air, which is why we're not going to get too much out of it. In fact, you see the trough that's approaching tonight into Friday morning that runs down from Canada right in there. And it's really not a whole big deal here. There's no southern moisture. The southern moisture is cut off. It's all wrapped up with this upper low that's down in the Texas side there. I'm sorry, the Mexico side of Texas and New Mexico. That is going to be moving east and then lifting northeast, and then you got this other energy that's coming into the Pacific Northwest. That's going to wind up picking this up and shooting it up into the Great Lakes. And you see it there for later in the weekend. And then after that, we're going to turn a little colder early next week. Nothing to write home about. A bit of a ridge position until we get to Wednesday, and then another stronger cold front probably comes through with some rain Wednesday night into Thursday. And longer range, we see the pattern evolving into a blocky, colder pattern overall, although the details still really have to be worked out in the longer term. So this is something that we're going to be paying attention to as we move into the month of December. So here's how it plays out from day to day over the next 5 to 7 days. Again, no issues today. Sunshine for most of the day. A few showers tomorrow. Hold on, I got to go back a little further. There it is. So this is for today. And here we go. Some showers into tomorrow morning, early afternoon, extending down into the Carolinas and Georgia. More moisture developing back through Texas. Dry for Saturday. Saturday, the better of the 2 weekend days. And then that low from Texas goes northeast into the lakes. We'll probably have some rain coming in during Sunday morning. It should be out Sunday evening. Nothing major here. 1/4 of an inch, maybe some places a bit more than that. And then as we move into Monday and Tuesday of next week, it looks dry and a little chilly, but nothing crazy. And then here's a stronger cold front with a storm to the lakes, and that brings showers here later Wednesday and on up into Thursday. So kind of ordinary here with weather systems just moving along from west to east and no major storms that we see on the horizon for most of the, if not all of the U.S. For the next 7 days. Weather in 5 is brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, serving the entire New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area with everything you need this winter to make sure that your home or business is free of snow and ice. 631-756-1125. Long Island's largest rock salt, the best prices anywhere. OmniTrueValue.com is the website. So as we set up for a lovely Thanksgiving Day, wishing you and your family all a happy Thanksgiving. The Joe and Joe Show is on a short vacation here that began yesterday and will end Sunday morning when we come back on at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So we will see you then.